We're going to wait and see the chickens because I went to go see them yesterday. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? There's only 2 left. Oh, there's the chickens. All right, everybody. Happy, merry, post-Christmas, still kind of Christmas for the next couple of days, right? Nobody's taken their tree down yet. It doesn't come down yet. So it's still the Christmas season and it feels so good. It's so nice to be kind of out of our schedules a little bit, even though, we're still working this week. I am. I know you are. But it's kind of on a lackadaisical note, right? We are not hustling yet. So good evening, everybody out there watching. I want to say shout out to our sponsor this evening, which is Water Joe. Here's the information to your, I dripped on myself. Look at that. Oh my God. It's so embarrassing. All right, Water Joe, do you need a little kick in the pants? I know I do every once in a while. Water Joe is here to help. And it is so refreshing. It's not bitter. It truly tastes like spring water. If you like the spring water flavor, taste, however you want to say that, right? So I was at the grocery store recently with one of my older daughters, and she's like, yeah, I want to get some water because I like to keep bottled water. She just recently moved towards the coast of Georgia to go to school, and she doesn't like the taste of the water. And I get it. It's different every time you move. You got to get used to the water. Sometimes it's heavier, sometimes it's more chemical, this, that, and the other, right? So we were looking at bottled water, and I'm like, okay, well, there's some spring water. And she's like, oh no, I don't want to drink that. I don't like the taste of spring water. Never, ever have I ever heard of that in my life. But I will tell you, if you do like spring water like I do, that's exactly what this tastes like. It's light, it's refreshing, smooth, tasteless spring water. So this one is the 700 milliliter. It's a nice big gulp, right? This has 85 milligrams of caffeine in this one bottle, 85 milligrams. Now that sounds like a lot, but your average cup of Joe is going to be about 80 milligrams for a cup of coffee. So 85 milligrams for that big thing of caffeine, it's really not too bad. It's not going to make you jittery at all. It's just water and caffeine. That's it. No sugar, no artificial sweeteners, no added color, no taste. Water Joe comes in 4 sizes, 20 ounce, 700 milliliters, which is 24 ounce. 1 liter and 1.5 liter. You can purchase this at waterjoe.com. That's waterjoe.com. Amazon, Walmart, and beveragesdirect.com. I got to look them up. I wonder if they're delivering for the New Year's holiday. Beveragesdirect.com. Get your Water Joe today. All right. So we're going to talk about something here. All right. Let's talk. So last week we had some major technical difficulties. Luna was connected with me. She is an absolute sweetheart, an absolute doll. I really love her. And sometimes things just don't go quite as planned, and that's okay. She does have COVID. We are praying for her. I hope that she's feeling well. I know last week she was feeling kind of crummy. And on top of that, we had technical difficulties. I thought, Luna, you know what? I'm just going to go back to bed, sweetheart. Just go get your rest. Let's do it in a week. So we scheduled to do it in a week, and she still has COVID. So I think we're going to push again. We're going to wait until Luna is completely healed. What she will be coming on to talk to us about once she is healed, I have her intro, which I would like to share with you this evening. And then I have a little bit of some breaking news, which I've got to say I find hilarious. I really do. And it's real stuff. Like, this isn't just funny criminals. This is really, truly breaking news. All right. So Luna, let me bring up her information here. And of course, her beautiful pictures. This is the album that she just dropped this year. And this one's called 3 Cheers for the American Beauty. Now, I love a couple of the songs on 3 Cheers for the American Beauty. I've got to tell you, I downloaded them. Luna is one of those people that she's one of my asks. I called my booking agent in Los Angeles and I'm like, listen, dude, I really go find her. I really want her on the show. So he did, because he's amazing like that. So he found her, and we've been talking, we've been chatting back and forth. And like I said, she is just an absolute beauty. She's truly an artist. You can see here with some of the different pictures that she has. And then I do have, well, that is, I'm trying to find one that actually looks like she does, because these are very, very artistically done, of course, for publicity and for album covers and things like that. That would have been Sucker Punch, was one of her earlier albums. Let's see here. Let's bring up, while we talk about Luna, let's bring up this picture. She's beautiful. She is delightful. She is charming, and she's really, truly wonderful. And she's working on a new LP to release in 2022, which I'm really excited to talk to her. If you're just tuning in now, Luna is sick. She has COVID. She had COVID last week, and we had technical difficulties. So we decided to push for a week. I think we're going to have to push for at least another couple of days, and that's perfectly fine. And we're going to be talking about the release of Sweet Sensation, which will be coming out in 2022. We're going to be talking about actually what she just dropped in October. I mean, this girl is really bright. She's really, really busy, and she's a businesswoman. There's, to all of her artistic pictures and music artists and stuff, we can look at some of these and think, oh gosh, I wonder what type of personality. She's brilliant. That's what type of personality she has. She really, truly is. So 3 Cheers for the American Beauty just released, I believe it was October 2021. And I'm going to read you now her intro, which you'll hear again once the stars align and we're actually able to have her on the show. Like I said last week, she was connected. She's charming. She was sick with COVID and willing to go on, but we just had technical difficulties. And I said, you know what? Instead of trying to push through this, let's go ahead and push. So Luna Ora began penning songs and performing at the age of 14. She's shared stages with The Killers, K-Flay, Muse, Weezer, Garbage, Pink, Odessa, and more of the biggest names in music. Luna's working on a new LP, and she just released a recent album this year called 3 Cheers for the American Beauty. And she will be connected with us via of course, this connection. She'll be connected with us in Los Angeles, is the words that I was trying to formulate in my brain to get out there. All right. So let's say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I will be very, very excited to chat with her. I am hoping that she is feeling well. We were going to connect this evening, which is why I didn't cancel the show. And she's resting, which I understand. COVID is quite a bear for a lot of people. So I am thinking of her. I am praying for her health and for her happiness. And hopefully we will connect with her very, very soon. All right. So let's talk about a couple of things that are in the news. And then I'm going to let all of you go to bed after I talk about the big, 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 big lineup of shows for tomorrow. We're going to talk about who's coming on. So in the news, and I got to tell you, this is perfect, right? Anybody here, chat with me if you're watching the show, because I see you. Say hello. So Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. All right. And I got to pull up this article here because I guess I'm a little fuddy-duddy. I didn't realize that he no longer goes by Kanye. He goes by, okay, so it's Kanye, right? He goes by Ye, I guess, or Ye. It's Y-E. I want to pronounce that Ye, but maybe it's Ye because it's Kanye, right? So anyway, so let's just call him Ye. Kanye and Kim Kardashian. So the way it goes is that Kim Kardashian bought him out of his house, right? They're going through a divorce. So she bought the ownership to the entire house. So she's got it. Do you know what he did? Oh my God, epic move. And I'm not a fan of either one of them, I gotta say, but he bought the house across the street. He did. He threw down. He just threw that whole deck of cards down with, he bought the house across the street. That's what he did. So now I kind of like him a little bit more than I did before I started looking up news articles this evening. I've got to tell you. Yeah. I hear you, Cyrus. Yeah, Ye, Yay. I'm really not too sure because I'm just not I'm not that hip anymore. So, so yeah, he's like, "Hey, you're dating Pete. Nothing against Pete, but I think I need to keep an eye on you two." So, bought the house across the street. And to do so, he sold his mansion in, I think it was Missouri, for like $11 million or something like that, which I guess is a whole hell of a lot of money. Yeah, here it is. Wyoming, sorry. In Cody, Wyoming for 11 million. He sold that in October. I guess it was a monster lake ranch, which is what this article is calling it. And he went back to the hills and bought the house across the street. How did that go down? Did he have to knock on the door, or was it for sale? Right? Did he have to go, "Excuse me, but first of all, call me yay. And secondly, I need this house. Get out." Like, how'd that go down, right? All right. So next up in the news, it's gotten crazy out there in parts, right? Unfortunately, my eyes saw that crazy video of the crazy lady punching the guy in the face on the airplane, right? And it's like the world is just nuts. My brother sent me that video. I kind of ignored the video. I made it until like 6 p.m. Eastern. I thought I had made it. I didn't have to see it at all. No, my brother sent it to me. So I opened up the video because my brother sent it to me, and I'm watching it. I'm like, God, this is just nuts. So I sent him a message back, and I'm like, yeah, I'll drive. I don't care to put the kids on the plane like anytime soon. I'll just drive. It's cool. It's good. So they found something on Mars. Next up in the news feed, and this actually is breaking news. Like, this broke yesterday. So 12/27/21, trace gas orbiter finds water ice in Martian polar crater. I'm moving. I'm getting out of here. Let's go try a new planet. Who's with me? They found ice on Mars. We're done. Done. So the way the story goes is that the TGO, trace gas orbiter, TGO. So that went up into orbit to take pictures, to take high resolution, very detailed pictures in 2016. It started its mission in 2018. They're just now getting images back, and they're finding ice inside the lower parts of Mars, closest, to not really the core, but the lowest points. You know what I'm talking about. And there's ice there. So here's the way that this goes. So this was a Martian polar crater. It returned images of the ice on 12/27/21. It was reported. There's more ice on Mars than what they really originally thought. And the other interesting side of this is not only are they finding images that they can prove is actually frozen H2O, but they're seeing a darker undersurface to what the surface of Mars is supposed to be, which is iron oxide dust. And then underneath the surface, they're seeing that there's a darker layer. I'm thinking dirt. Hey, let's start with potatoes, right? I'm going. Vodka and I'm there. That's right, Norm. Vodka and I'm there. Hello, hello. It's good to see everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. So this is the Luna Aura interview show, and Luna has COVID. Oh, so we are going to have to push. We are going to pray for her. Next up is tomorrow is a big, big, big cluster of shows. I'm doing a big blowout before the New Year's. So I am going to be working all day long, and then I'm going to take another couple of Christmas days before we celebrate the New Year's, right? So in January, it starts right away. The Saturday mornings start up, the news starts up, all the interviews. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So you'll be able to catch the show on Monday evenings, Wednesday evenings, 2 interviews on Saturday, and the news on Saturday, if not more, because it's our Super Saturdays. That's where I put my fake eyelashes on. Like, it's big, okay? It's big. So tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, we have Paulette Moquet. She will be connecting live from France, and she has some very interesting things to share with us. There is a banquet, an award ceremony that she is not only hosting, she's actually created it. So she's going to come on and tell us about that. She is awarded beyond awarded between LA and France and Paris, Milan, you name it, all over the place. At 12:30 p.m., we have author Jim Valente of the Blood Passion novels. He's finished a few more books since we've spoken with him. He has released one of the most popular books, and he is going to tell us more about that. So 12:30 p.m. Eastern is Jim Valente, and this is all tomorrow, December 28th. At 2 p.m. Eastern, we have Bill Housekeeper. Bill is an actor out of Los Angeles. He has a very, very interesting story. He comes from the coal mining town of Utah, and he is a man. Go look him up on IMDb. All of the movies that he has coming out of what's in production, what is currently filming. I mean, there's got to be at least 15 of them currently filming. I was flabbergasted. And I started trying to take pictures of all the posters to be able to put it up there for tomorrow's show. And I'm like, forget about that. I'm just going to type it in as we're talking about it because it's just too much information. So that'll take us through until we have 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm really excited. So a long time ago, I have Paul Spock, the comedian. He was scheduled to come on to the show, and we had some issues. I can't remember if he got sick. I can't remember what, but he unfortunately, we had to cancel the show. So we did. So he is coming back on tomorrow. He's going to tell us all about what he's up to. He books out a lot. He's in Reno, Nevada, and he's going to tell us all about what he's got going on. In the description for that show, there's actually a YouTube video of some of his comedy. He's a really funny guy. And then at 7 p.m., you like cannabis? Who doesn't like cannabis, right? So Baking with Cannabis, the author, she goes by Veronique Windsor. She will be on. She is a very classy character, and she's going to teach us. I got to show you some of these pictures, actually. Let me find some of her pictures that I loaded. We just won't tell her that I already showed the pictures, but look at this yumminess. Look at this. Ooh, cooking with cannabis. I bet you she uses some of that canna butter, which I have no idea how to use. And then we're going to round up everything and close it all out with major celebrity James Dumont. You will recognize James in almost every film you have ever seen. That is an exaggeration, but he has hundreds of credits on IMDb. You've got to check him out. He is working in everything. And then he also coaches. And he has the on-camera workout. So oncameraworkout.com, to where you can actually learn. He does a lot of audition coaching, which is huge because especially if you're LA and you've always been an LA actor or actress, you have had such a great privilege of being able to audition in person. And being able to audition in person, man, it gives you such power. You just get to take over that room and just go for it. But there's pros and cons to everything, right? There's also pros and cons to taking your time and doing a million different takes and stepping in your own way and getting rid of the take that would have got you the job to put in the crappier take that you think is stellar. So he helps you with that on-camera auditioning talent, which you have to have because that's our job. That's what we do. 90% of the time is audition, right? It's only 10% of the time that we actually get blessed with the job. So 6 shows tomorrow. I hope you come by. I hope you take a watch, and everybody go over to YouTube. Please, I'm begging. Go over to YouTube, subscribe, like, share it out if you're feeling gifty. Share it out for me. And then you can go over to Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, type in The Caffeinated Cooper Show on Amazon, and there we are. It's wonderful to be syndicated and to be out there. So everybody, I love you so much. Please go and have a wonderful evening, and I will see you back here tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time, and the fun begins. All right. Night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Good night. As always, God, I can't skip on this, right? We are blessed. You are blessed.